600.
Yeah, so my name is Satori Seals, and I'm actually a wisdom coach, and I'm actually here in Springfield, Ohio. Aside from my travels, one of the things that I do is I do provide wisdom coaching and life consulting. I kind of like teach teachers, and I have a certification program that I'm actually doing to help light workers, to help their clients, and help other people solve their problems. So this certification program is called the Mirror of Self. It's a self-appraisal tool to teach you how to reflect and see different aspects of yourself in relation to the people you engage with, and also be able to see yourself. And so what I will be doing is we're doing part 1 today, but also be doing part 2, 3, and 4 on some other dates for this whole certification, to be able to help everybody be able to take the concepts, the lessons, the principles, and concepts, be able to apply it to people to help improve people's relationships, help them with self-development, help them uproot negative patterns, and help them begin to have their own self-motivation, be able to move forward and be able to relate with other people differently. So a lot of times people don't think about that everything in life is all connected, and we don't realize that life is one big mirror. Relationships are a mirror. And so what we're doing is tapping in on these universal concepts and help bring that out so people can understand how you see yourself and how it plays out in your relationships and also your social dynamics. So I'm glad to be here.
So you have an esoteric view and an exoteric view. One is Esoteric, and the other one is Exoteric. Esoteric points to what is within. Exoteric is referring to what is without. That makes sense? Siri, still with me?
I am.
Okay, and so what's very interesting is you see as we're getting the picture and the reflective picture here is that we're already asking simple questions that invites you as a facilitator to see how someone sees what's outside themselves and begin to see what within. Like Latin said, there's a pause that happens. Like Cheryl said, there's a resistance there, right? More times you'll see there's a pause and a resistance. They will wrestle what should be happening. Then when they recognize what should be happening, a lot of times they laugh, like, oh my God. And what happens is what? They recognize it's not matching. But yet we still got to be able to be on cue and on our square to be able to help guide clients to where they need to be in connection to where they're willing to allow themselves to go. You catch that? Where they're willing to allow themselves to go. Hear me, everybody. Because over coaching is very, very easy and it happens. I mean, we all gonna fall into that. I'm sharing it with you because I just learned from experience. You know, and you can just, because it's compassion, it's love, and all that different things. You're motivated by the right thing, so it's not an issue. It's not an issue of your intent. The issue is you just got to know the state of the people more than they know the state of themselves. Because if you're here and they're there, and remember, they're not really coming to you for the resolution. You can tell people it's really coming for resolution because they're very open and very prone to accept the truth. There's not that much resistance. There's not that much rebuttals. There's not all that extra stuff in between that goes on from right here. So I'm here, denial, mockery, or being skeptical to what you say. Now here's one good thing about wisdom coaching that differentiates wisdom coaching from quote unquote life coaching traditionally. All right. Wisdom coaching, we come from a spiritual source, a spiritual base, not in a loopy way, but from a universal understanding of principles, laws, and truths and right standing. Now hear me probably say that a lot. And the reason why is because it helps you stay separate out of yourself. You can take what's going on and happening, and you can trace it to the principles. You can trace it to the laws. You can trace it to the truth. You can trace it to the right standing. Now, you're trying to escape. The reverse is like, well, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know. Well, if you know all that, how's it working for you? This is why, ladies, I'm telling you, cannot get caught up in, I know you, you know me, we one big happy family type of mantra. Right. Because if they're in a state of avoidance, and a lot of people are, they're not trying to really get to the gist of where you're trying to go. And it will turn your coaching session into a elongated situation and never get to the resolution.